Matt and Jacinta, I wanted to show you where I have got to with the concept so far. I've only just started, but I thought what I'd do is I'd get them to you anyway. I haven't done anything out the front. I've drawn on a driveway and that's it. I've really just wanted to concentrate out the back to start a conversation out there. So what I've done, according to your brief, I've really divided the spaces up into this side area, which is going to become a Japanese style Zen Sanctuary. So I've got stone walls. In some of the pictures that you sent me, you've sent through some beautiful stone walling. Now, it is expensive, so I'd like to see what the cost of that is going to come out to be. But opposite the kitchen window here, where your meals area is, just next to the kitchen there, I want to create a little, another seating area, just a spot to be able to go and enjoy in the garden. Surrounded by Japanese maples, which is going to look great at night time, obviously lit up. I've got clumping black bamboo in the background, and I've got a pond, some waterfall coming out there. And there's actually, since I've done this video, I've now developed that into a second tiered pond at ground level. A couple of seats, and I've actually drawn a sort of this big black Japanese style arbor over the top. Surrounded by, look, really simple plantings, lots of azaleas, mondo grasses, ground covers, things like that. And the paving down there, I've gone for river rocks, and there'll be some ground covers running through that. Then what I've got is a garden path. One of the images that you sent through to me had this beautiful winding path, so I've linked that in through to that basketball court area there. And it's just a series of stone steppers that run through the garden here. Now this is again slightly changed, and I've got an arbor coming over the top, and steps coming down through the end of the arbor. So I've got a straight wall, runs parallel with the house. What I really would like to do is just curve it and actually introduce a few more curves to this design, soften it down even further. And then that garden bed comes out to what is going to be the basketball court. Now it steps up 2 or 3 steps from the paving below, and that area there has been allocated towards that play area. Alongside of it, you'll see the pool fence. It's a glass pool fence sitting on top of a raised pool, and that divides that and this lawn area. So I've got this little lawn area inside the pool area. Now what I think we should do is definitely get some netting in front of the fence there, so balls don't go over the fence. And I haven't finished doing any sort of plants along that boundary. I wanted to use that ground to be able to demonstrate to you what is the existing height of the current ground. Now, the swimming pool is 7 by 4 meters. It's about 500 mil out of the ground, and I've done this I started off, in your brief, you said, James, we love traveling to nice resorts. We want 5-star, and so what I did with this pool, I started off a little bit extravagantly. I had water running over the front edge of it, lots of lighting, and another wall at the back with water running into it. And I thought maybe that was a bit extravagant, so I pared it back, still kept it into this 3-tiered levels. So paving height where the barbecue and the lounging space is, raised wall. I think this is going to be great with lighting. We could go back to having water spilling over that. It did look beautiful. 7 by 4 meter pool, a little bit of paving on either side, and then a single step up to quite a long deck along the back there. And then at the back of the decking, I've got a low stone wall, which I think is great for doing lighting along, and then a hedge. We talked about can we screen off the views of the property behind you, and yes, we can get a hedging along there. So the decking runs, it's quite wide. It's about 3.5 meters wide, so it's quite a comfortable space, and we can get a series of pieces of furniture on there, a couple of day beds like what we've got in front of us now, and then underneath the umbrellas what I've got is just a couple of chairs, so we can get a sort of a seating arrangement around here where we could get maybe 4 or 5 people being able to sit around and chat under the shade of the umbrellas. And then we step down to, I've done this internal, inside the pool area, this internal lawn space. To the left of it, you can probably see that garden bed. It looks like it's floating, but that is the actual height of the ground according to the original survey. Then what I want to look at is this seating area. Look, to be honest, the structure that I've put on the top here is somewhat crude. I'm not overly satisfied with it, but I do want to extend the roof line out. I actually wanted to have it higher than what you've currently got. Pave it. Now this paving, I've come out of the house a step down. Now we could raise all of this, we could make it all decking. These are conversations to have. And so looking out from the house, coming out through the sliders at the back here, barbecue on the left. I have rendered that wall. I was going to render all of the rest of the brickwork in here, but I want to have this conversation with you first. Now, I can't remember what's going on with these pillars, whether they're still brick or whether they've been converted into timber posts or whether they're both still there. But this roof that I want to put on, you can see I've got skylights through there. Really good connectivity between all of that social space at the back of the house. We can do some really nice lighting. We can turn this into a room-like effect in this extended roof area. Now, for the kids, this corner where there's a couple of existing trees, and if we prune them up a bit, we can get the trampoline into the middle of it. I'd love to get a sandpit over there. I know we've got leaf litter and stuff, but we could do sandpits and cubbies and tracks and forts and utilize this corner for, we could get a shed down there, but really utilize that for kind of a cool area for the kids to play with. So I want to have a conversation with you about this as to how creative we can get in what we do in there, whether it's going to cost money or how do we pare it back and make it cheaper. Down this other side of the house, I've simply gone from house to fence in exposed ag. I really want to get the clothesline somewhere. I know the laundry door comes out next to where I've got that Zen garden, but really rather get the clothesline onto the other side of the property. So what I want you to do is have a look at this video and take it all in, and then come back to me with your ideas and your thoughts. There's a few things that I want to change, and the easiest thing for me to do is to run through this with you live, either via Zoom or in the office. So come back to me and let me know what you think.